Whoa, busting my ass in the off. Yeah, I've been working, I grind from the ground, and I used to my drip is hokayge. Hokayge. Don't tell me it's time, man. Never had breaks, no off days. Bitch, my drip, ho. Look, boy, I'm a legend, but spell on my presence. Don't touch me, I'm ready. My drip like hokayge. See you and I, we both had nothing in common. I move like a catch me, I keep it a bro. Let's go. Passion all be from the unknown. Said I gotta show that I'm winning. I trust so not that far. I kill them, we all cut doors. Had to put the work in, show but the work days came up from the bottom. That's not the way, feel it's on my pain when I hip up the stage. High like a set, I can get a swagger right there with the team, we can win up the set. So now I'm a young lady, I said one day's best with a team, they live with a stack. When I'm showing up, know what it's called, it's guaranteed, I'ma go fuck up.
Welcome back to another video with your boy Laser Kai. We are on part 5 of what if Naruto was stronger than the first Hokage when he was born. Let's get into it. Naruto just announced that that he's having a son. Has already announced that Boruto has been born and has already sealed the 3 tails inside of him. The 4 tails, Son Goku. And with all his power, Naruto has the Rinnegan. And Naruto chooses to fight once more. With Naruto using his jutsu, and the spell that Naruto is, Naruto says, time to do it. As Naruto, the Otsutsuki has started fighting him in the game. He's killed the others, but it's the other one. But it's more, they unseal their mother. The strongest Otsutsuki, they say. One of the strongest Otsutsukis. Not their mother. Yeah, their mother, to unseal her. And then she's very strong. And she's not even the strongest Otsutsuki. It's hundreds of Otsutsukis. And they're all demigod level or stronger. And the god level. Out of all 742 Otsutsukis, 3 have died. So 739. And Otsutsuki's clan are very strong. Demigod level. For even 3 of them to die, it's very outrageous for them any to die. So it's very weird when any die. So when they call Naruto is the strong. Naruto is the one who killed him. They all know that. So with Naruto. The Otsutsuki start fighting. The Otsutsuki say the strongest member out of all of the Otsutsukis. They call him They call him Tari, the strongest Otsutsuki out of them all. And then when the first time the Otsutsukis appeared, it was long ago. But when Naruto uses his strongest jutsu, it's not even a touch on the Otsutsuki's. Knowing that the Otsutsuki's were the strongest clan to ever live. Just to be born an Otsutsuki, your base power is about a demigod. That's why Otsutsuki is the weakest one. They're a demigod level. That means they were on moderate Kiha level. They were born. Machiavelli in his prime was a god level shinobi. Not a god level. The legend level shinobi. Let's take him out. Hashirama was the only guy ever to hold on with Hashirama, making him his rival. Naruto fights the Otsutsuki. And then the leader, Tori, hears about this. He says whoever this guy is there a chance that he is the legendary EMS god. They ask who's the EMS god, not knowing who the EMS god is.
The title of hokayge, which I inherited from my ancestors, to be sullied here. Your fate is... The victor has been decided.
The EMS god is the EMS god. They tell him Naruto Uzumaki. So someone has actually mind that little internal Monogatari is running on. Not just that, they tell him that he hasn't just got that. He has actually done it. And none of the strongest Shinobi ever lived. And then they say the thunder bullets. The 3 thunder bullets are known as. And then Tori asks, who are these thunder bullets? Not Tori asks, and Tori says, whoever these are, I will deal with them. And Tori says, have any Otsutsuki's died? That's the only reason I ever told you to ever send me anything with anybody. But thank you for the news anyway. It says 3 Otsutsuki's have died. You know, Naruto says, what? 3? Who the heck has enough power to kill 3? I was telling you, I was getting to that. The EMS god. He's the one who killed him. You told me this EMS god was strong. You never said Otsutsuki strong. Who are these Otsutsukis? Jugen, elite level Otsutsuki, and 2 medium range Otsutsuki in a mild category, sir. Oh, with all this power. Tried to kill someone, but it was a little bug. But then they use their max power. Or telling them these are the 3 strongest elite in the world. They all have EMS, sir. And all of them have freedom. Shikumi Uchiha. Shikumi Uchiha. 32 years old. Itachi Uchiha, 30 years old. Naruto, 24. So is Naruto the strongest out of all the members? Because he's the Mascaros. And then it says, I'll end this EMS god figure. I'm interested, but one problem I have is I will end not with worry. Insight. And worry insight. Then he says it's time. Knowing that's not much time left in this world. With his jutsu, Naruto is ready, and Tori comes down from the heaven, says, "Who's Naruto?" And then the Naruto says, "Here I am." And then he says, "God, I hear so much about." And he says, "Yes. How are you, Akatsuki? You look like one, but you look a little bit. You have a lot more chakra than I know the other ones had." "Yes, you're right. I'm Tori, the leader. And would you like to fight now?" And then Naruto says, "Yes. I would gladly fight Akatsuki. It would be fun. I would willing to see the power of Akatsuki anyway." Then Naruto says, "It's time for you to die." And then Naruto tells his tail, all the eight-tailed beasts, that it's time.
Do it, Naruto! Mom, let's go. Thank you. See you later. Call me when you want.
Then Tori starts fighting, and Naruto uses his Susanoo, full body Susanoo in the biggest form with all the chakra. It's gigantic. The whole village, it's big. And Naruto chooses it because it tells him to move the fight further away. Naruto moves flying, of course, so the village doesn't get hurt. And then the Atsuki already knows how to fly, so he just flies. Tori comes with them a couple miles away from the village, about 30 miles away from the village, and saying, this should be perfect. I'll be able to end you right here. Then Naruto Internal Megakyo Tsukuyomi. Okay. And then Naruto it starts fighting. They said Naruto tells them it's time to fight. Naruto makes a barrier around us so nobody gets hit around. And then Naruto starts fighting using a giant Rasengan. This is Susanoo. And then Tori knows that Naruto's really holding back, and then he says this is still very much power, and Tori actually has to, he can't block it, it's that fast, he already knows that. And the rumors were true about his trying to make a case running on Naruto. Naruto is told, and then the Nine Tails, then he tells the Nine Tails, we're gonna do the Nine Tails Susanoo, and then Nine Tails agrees, and then he does it, the Nine Tails, and then Naruto says, tells the tailed beast that's Baron mode. Because it's more than one tailed beast. 8 of you, actually. For a number of tailed beasts, it will take their whole life. But this case, I don't have to use my other life. And then Naruto tells them Baron mode, so powerful. And then it multiplies my power by 1,000%, 10 times basically. My full power keeps me there for about 5 minutes, for 20 minutes, and then it's time. Thermal Naruto. For this season, Naruto can have to sacrifice nothing. But for a Tilby's life, he has sacrificed none. Instead, he sacrificed 1 second of every Tilby's life. It just restricted itself in the Baron, so it was activated. And then he does it. The Baron mode is so fast that Tori couldn't keep up with it. Naruto's at 1000% his full power, and then Tori is getting plummered. Tori says, "What the heck?" Tori goes under for himself. He still can't keep up. Tori's getting plummered. Tori says, "You were worth the warmers with the legendary." And then Tori says, "Time for it." Tori, time for the Jitsu.
Your eyes see nothing. The victor has been decided.
Uses his max power as the legendary. Time, Naruto says, and then Tori is pulled back. Is gonna be plummered by very low. And then Naruto says, "That's all you have. I haven't even done my thing on Chidori." And then Naruto says, "Heaven concealed." Summons up to do a very giant boulder. And then Tori's very pushing it back. And then he says, "That's all you've got." And then the second rock, way bigger than the first, comes out of nowhere and then plummets the second Hokage, plummets him. And then Tori's getting destroyed so bad, his head is getting crushed. And then Tori dies. And then Tori gets overwhelmed and dies. And then he's still getting overwhelmed. He says, he's barely holding on now. And Naruto says, "And that's all you have. Third rock." This rock's so huge, gigantic. If Tori can't handle it, it kills Tori. And then it hits the ground. But Tori.
Sakura, out of the way.
I'm strong too.
It was the end. For it. Naruto actually has it. Wood style. One style, lightning style, or fire style, wood style, water style. I think I already said that. Particle style. Let's use the ultimate Rasengan. Fire style. It all hits. Tori. But Tori is already dead. Naruto senses two more presidents appearing, which he knows are really strong presidents. Up to Tori's standard. Right next to Tori. So he charges up, hits one. The one's dead and an infant. Naruto still wasn't even. That wasn't even real bear mode. Increases power by 10 times. Absolutely. But the reason it took 1 second is because they have his power up to how much power he was. And then the Tail Beast never had to sacrifice any seconds of life either. They didn't sacrifice nothing. Naruto only won 10%. And that transformation was the new transformation figured out. They actually did enhance his power by 1,000 times. And what you wanted to enhance 5,000 times. 5,000% of his power. The power has already awoken. And then it's time. Pete Tori. It's the end. All the Otsukis run. Naruto turns up the ultimate Rasengan and hits him too. They're both dead. And then Naruto senses all these demigod level and god level transitions, and then he says, "Are you a guy? Where I are?" And he says, "Yep." Now Natsuki says, "Yep. You're the Yama's god. You killed Tori and the 2 strongest. And Tori's father and mother. You're that strong." And then he said, "Yep. And y'all the demigods and the god level Atsuki coming, right?" Then she starts her Susanoo covered tailed beast, all 8 of them covered shoot, and started a tailed beast ball and fires it all at the Atsuki. I was 737 and 36 stars still remaining. Those tailed beast balls hit all of them. Only 3 survived, and those were the bodyguards of Tori. And they still didn't stand a chance. They were severely very wounded. And I said, "Yes, about to kill these people." And it's probably because I missed a little. And yes, he was right. He did miss. He was being cocky, but the rest died, so he knew he wasn't being too cocky. And he said this time, he ended it. He ended it. The time was right. It was time for all of you. Naruto. These rest 3 of you. Naruto just uses Baron mode. But this time the Baron was not the regular one. It's a more lightning around his orange Baron mode. And it hits him. It's 5,000% enhanced. And he says, "This is my full power EMS god." And it hits him. It was the end. Thank you for all the support, and this was it. This was the final part of What If Naruto. At this point, Naruto was way too overpowered. I would try not to make a so overpowered Naruto next time. There's a point where it won't be so overpowered, but I might do a What If Luffy, or What If Goku, or the What If Sasuke. Just saying. I have What If Luffy on my mind though. I wake up in the morning, I got What If Luffy mind. AK-47, Glock 11, homicide. Know these little boys be playing, tryna knock me off my mind. Wake up in the morning, I got money on my mind. I got Gucci on my mind. That's what your girl said last night.
And you didn't buy it.
I took your daughter and your mama's grind. I made her so much money, made the mama say goodbye. Cause she knew her child was in safe hands. It's time for the outro. It's about to begin. Hand.
I feel like God, I'm a hokage. Whoa, busting my ass on the off day. Whoa, me, I've been working, I grind from the ground, and now you see my drip is hokage. Hokage. Don't tell me just
Kame.
never have breaks, no off days. Bitch, my drip, look.
Who did it?
But strong, my presence don't touch me, I'm ready, my drip like hokage. See you and I, we both have nothing in common. I'm
Good.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yes, no, we from the I can show that I'm with it, got custom, so now they're boss. I tell them we all cut doors, try to put the work in. I'm the work in, I'm from the bottom, now my door. Sick up in the kitchen, I'm on my legit, give me serious, one control on. What the fuck? What's up the ways, gotta show my pay when I can pop the six. I can send a light, we need this river right there with the team, can run off the fade. Start out a young there, one thing's left with the team, they know what I say. And when I'm showing up, knowing this goal is guaranteed, I'ma go fuck up the game. Kage. From the bottom to the top, place, young love, nation from the bitch, shit in my way. Now they trying to copy like a crazy doing cosplay, put in the work, I'm feeling like Yahweh. Y'all waiting for my sight, what you got play? Y'all better stop it, y'all better watch it. Came through flooded, come my drip, hokage,
Have a nice video. See you. Peace.